Hello there once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. So, we have now passed the 200 mark, as you saw in the last video, and so this one's basically a laid-back one after the crazy production that I did last time. Yeah, that was definitely quite the interesting one to try and make. Ended up injuring myself, had a lot of little fun things going on, so yeah. Anyway, the other thing I should talk about is that I've also been trying to play around with DOSBots. For the longest time I've been using DOSBox SVN Daum, and yeah, it's highly outdated, it doesn't really work right, it's a frustrating mess to use. Yeah, people. SVN Daum. Not exactly the most fun thing out there, as we pretty much expected. And my god, am I feeling pain. Like I said, I'm just trying to do this quickly, and of course I get pain. Of course I do. So, with that in mind, let's see here. Where was I? Oh yeah, SVN Daum. SVN Daum, it works, but the cores don't really work too well. It basically has like a lot of lag if you try using anything beyond the basic default settings. So, it's not exactly the most reliable for any sort of higher resolution Quake playing. Or really any Quake playing at all. In fact, certain maps kind of lagged like crazy if you saw, like Office and certain other ones like that we've seen in the past. But yeah, I'm trying out DOSBox SVN Daum. I've gotten Vorknitz lately. He's been kind of getting into trying to do stuff himself. And so therefore, he's kind of been helping me out when it came to DOSBots in a way. He's given me like information about what the DOSBox SVN link was located. And yeah, it seems like it's definitely hooking up a lot better than it was back in those days. So I'm willing to give this a shot again. We're going to actually try and play with it. And so yeah, this time around, I'm using SVN Daum. Now, there is one minor issue with it at the moment. I can't exactly use mods with SVN Daum. I mean, with regular DOSBots. I need to use SVN Daum for that one. So, hopefully I can figure out a way to get it working in regular DOSBots, so that way I can, like, port everything over. I wouldn't want to have to use two versions of DOSBots over here. But, yeah. For the time being, that's basically how it's all kind of working. Also, I'm not sure how the hanging's going to look. Basically, there's little frames at the end of it that basically appear. That, because it's based in direct draw, which is the only way it like hooks up for some reason, and no other way would even work up. So, yeah, not exactly the best, but it works. It does what it needs to do, and it shows well in game, and that's really what matters, is that in-game works. Anyway, today, what are we checking out, you may be asking? If you haven't already read the video title and been listening to me blab for 3 minutes about absolutely nothing that you really probably care about, we're checking out Outskirts of the Nuclear Reactor, which is a level that we have seen before. In fact, we've kind of seen it in Ghosts even, which has been updated and converted to regular version, but we never saw the multiplayer original version of Outskirts of the Nuclear Reactor converted from Aftershock to regular. So, now we can say both of them have been, at least at the end of this video. Anyway, this is basically, Reactor, Outskirts of the Nuclear Reactor. And yeah, it's made using QScript by Josh Robinson, aka Jabberwocky, aka Jabber. It's a pretty big deathmatch level. All the rooms are interconnected, but you have to work for the rocket launcher and lightning gun. Yeah, so he gives credit to everyone, lots of people who play it, Mayhem, all that. Also, this level is also known as Nuclear, just Nuclear. Anyway, this level, does have single player? Not really. He plans to add monsters soon, watch for it. And that's the version we've seen before with the Ghosts, base conversion and whatnot. Anyway, cooperative, no, there are no monsters to fight yet. Deathmatch, 1 to 6 players, that's what it's made for. Difficulty settings? No, it's deathmatch. So, it's all made from scratch with about 22 hours of work. And yeah, He has no known bugs, but he needs to add monsters and textures and all that. So, you're going to do whatever you want with the level, just please mention him, so that way, you should be making your own levels from scratch. He doesn't know why you want to use this level. Anyway, also remember anything id Software said. Okay, simple, straightforward. Let's load this thing up, see what exactly we're in for. Well, not exactly much that we're in for, because like I said, it's basically just a conversion-based one. Like I said, it's a laid-back one after last time. Last time was the more fancy smancy, whatever you may call it. So, you load it up, you see it kind of hangs there, that's kind of what I was talking about. But here we are. This is what the game kind of looks like now for me. If you notice, the resolution is somewhat higher than it was before. Also, one minor issue I don't like that I didn't think about until just now. I don't like it going to introduction starts like that. I believe I had it set up that way for some reason, but I think I was just testing things out and I forgot to like change it back to just some random text. Because I like loading my map in some random text so that way no music is playing. And that way if a map doesn't have music, I know it doesn't have music, as opposed to question, does it or does it not have music? It's a great trick to basically work around Quake and get it so that way it's not loading up any music. If you let it load in the demos, it would play music. If you let it load a normal map, it would play music. So this is a great way to get around it. So, Reactor is the map we care about. Really, you can play in Deathmatch, but I don't really care. Here we are, Outskirts or Reactor. So you see, like I said, the resolution's a bit better than it was, which is definitely comfortable. I like having a bit better of a resolution. Still nowhere near as good as, say, like GL Quake, but it's a lot closer than it was. Before, it was absolutely atrocious at, like, 300 by 200. Now it's, as you see, 848 by 480. A really weird resolution, but it's the only one that seems to fit my screen perfectly. A lot of them end up with, like, black boxes on the side. In fact, if you notice, there's a slight black bar on the edges of this one. I'm not sure if that's going to be really a problem or annoyance, but it's really, really minor. It's nearly fitting the screen to the point that you really don't have to care about it. As compared to, say, if I had something that's a lot smaller of a resolution. So, like I do vid mode. Let's see here. Let's describe the modes for a second. Then I go to, like, vid mode 15 or something like that. So you see, this is a lot worse to me. It's a lot more confined. It's a lot more square. And it's a lot harder to read the text. Yeah, it's not a good resolution for me. Like I said, mainly because the text especially, like, look how small that text is. That is a pain to read as compared to this. So, needless to say, I'd rather play in this resolution unless I can find a way to get that resolution stretched. That way I could get more, per surface cache. As you see, it's a lot more fancy, but sadly I can't exactly play it here. So, we're at least in some sort of transition, I guess. Hopefully, eventually we'll get to the days of GL Quake and all that in 97, so that way I don't have to worry about this anymore. Anyway, I've been rambling for long enough. We're in the outskirts of a nuclear reactor. A place that has a nuclear reactor and some ghosts and stuff like that, except there's no ghosts in this one. Because this is the earlier version without any ghosts. So as you see, double-barreled shotgun. You run up here, you can get some nails from the little two shelved things. Ain't that amazing? Not really. There's also a little divided wall there. There's like a little hole you can see through. See? Strategy. You could drop down here, or you could drop down over here into the water. The water is basically non-solid at the bottom, so you'll drop right down. So I'm going to go this way. So you see there's lots of goodies down here. Here's some health, and a double-barreled shotgun right next to it. Convenient. Allows a lot of ammo really quick. So you come down here. Now we're near the bottom. Here's where the water will let out. So you can see there's a couple weird platforms. And you have a teleporter here that will lead you back to the starting area. I don't care about that at the exact moment because I want to mess around with some of these things here. Let's get the biosuit, dive into the slime. So that way I can get the super nail gun. And also, I'll get this health. It's pointless. Well, quick. Let's get this way. I want to move quick because I want to get to the next section. Drop. Here's some cells. Ready for a little swim. You have to drop into the lava. As you see, the biosuit helps protect you from getting injured a lot. So, important to kind of get the biosuit, then drop in there. Otherwise, you'll pretty much die. So, now we want to just drop here. And there we are. Not bad. So, you see, there's also weird vising issues. If you notice, like, different angles. That's something I notice a lot in terms of, like, Quake. I don't know if it's, like, just the vising. Or if it's the resolution. I didn't notice it this badly before. But I guess it's worth it because you get to see in the immediate vicinity. It looks good. And I know a lot of people definitely didn't like the old resolution. I didn't really like the old resolution. So I guess it's a compromise. It works. So we have the teleporter, but we also have this health. This is the weird part. You have to run along here, then run kind of like sideways. Let's go through here first to show you that this is the teleporter back. Okay, so you drop in here. I think you want to go towards that platform over there. As you see, that's a grenade launcher. Convenient, right? Now, there's another platform over there, but I don't think there's anything in it. No. But there's something over on that platform. So you see, that's nice little green armor. You can also drop down here and get some more health, I think. Ta-da! Now, the only thing missing is that rocket launcher, which is up there, which means we have to pull this trick jump off, which is not the easiest trick jump in the world. There we are. Okay, you wait for this one to go up, then you go to this one. Now, this one is a slow-moving one. It takes a while to go up. Okay, do. I love how, like, it's flickering constantly, so it's like I'm failing to see the surface I'm standing on. Quick! Okay, we made it. We didn't die in the process. But there's a rocket launcher. Precious rocket launcher. So you see, that's the starting room down there. Nothing really fancy. It's just the roof above it. So you drop down here, and we're back. There you are. Everything done. And also, there's a little pretty light up there. Ain't that nice? Little pretty lights. Okay, so with that in mind, that's really the level. Now watch as it hangs when I try and exit. Yep, as you see, it just took a few extra seconds, and there we are, it's closed. Alright, so, as said, this is pretty much just a test to showcase what exactly DOSBox SVN's kind of doing for me. The change and transition between them. I'm not sure, maybe I'll even find a way to get a better base resolution or something like that. I'm still not really done working out all the kinks. But this time, I felt like doing something, and it's a relatively quick level to check out, so I felt like I want to blast this one out, see it, show it off, and kind of move on. So with that in mind, thank y'all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall see you all, well, next time.